Hello everyone, welcome back to Out of Ore, and this is the Project Titan the Quarry map. Well, last episode I got quite a bit done, but this week, or this episode is a little bit different, because this is after the new update. So some of this stuff is going to look a little bit different from it was before. I haven't restarted this map. This is the original map that I ended up doing. So a lot of the new features that are in the most recent update will not be in here as far as the map is concerned, but some of the stuff like the overlays and stuff and some of the mechanics are going to be a little bit different. So we're going to get to know all of this as we go. I don't know what's changed. I haven't played around with it, so a lot of this is going to be new to me as well. I'm already noticing here, because they ended up updating the texture for the blasted rock, which is very nice looking, I must say. This looks well used. A lot different from what it was. I don't know if that's just the new paint job or if the aging mechanics have changed as well. What else has changed? I mean, other than some textures, I don't see much else that's changed. I don't know if any of the buildings or anything are different. I'll have to check those out as well. This appears to have moved a little bit, but that might have been because I ended up running into it and bumping it, but I don't think that's the case. So that might be a little bit different as well. Some of these ore patches are a little bit different. Some of them are a lot more pronounced. I can actually see the difference in the ores that are there, which before I really couldn't tell the difference. They all looked basically the same, but I mean, I got terrible eyesight, so maybe it was that. This definitely looks interesting. Has a more weathered look to it. Paint job is interesting. I don't think these have changed much. Looks like those are basically the same. I mean, I didn't look too closely at them anyways. This looks a lot more compact than it used to, I think. But maybe that's just me. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything. I know the map itself, they said it hasn't changed. Like some of the new mechanics as far as the purchasing of land and a lot of that I'd end up finding on the new map aren't here. So we'll have to do a start over at some point and get to know the new map and the new structure, but I thought I would just finish this series out with what we were planning on doing with the existing map. I don't think there's any additional functionality of the new maps that might be useful. Oh, this is nice. This is a lot nicer. The UI is a lot different. I wonder if there's any... I don't see any decorations or anything image-wise that's different. Oh, this is different. There's more sell points. That I'll have to deal with. So it looks like that mechanic is in here. But that also means that I'm going to have to... Because I think along with that, is... what else was there? There was ore price. That's it. Because just dumping stuff in a... what do they call it again? I can never remember. Sell point is not going to be as easy as it once was, because we have to take into consideration not only which sell point we want to decide, but once you end up deciding on that, it's going to end up changing this, because the price of the stuff that we're going to be dumping into it is going to change. I mean, we're going to be unloading useless materials anyways, so I don't think it's going to end up affecting anything, because it doesn't look like dirt is in here. In fact, pay dirt isn't in here either. So it looks like it only affects the processed materials, or the more processed materials, like the ores. So that will end up changing the way that we do things, but I think otherwise, I don't think it matters as much. Overall interface seems to be the same. Oh, no, we don't want that. None of this is going to end up changing, I don't think. Or at least not changing the way that we've got. Oh, looks like I've still got one of the original sell points. But I'm probably going to dump that and use the new ones rather than using the old ones. Seems a bit cheaty to me, but map interface looks a lot different. A lot more colorful. Yeah, so I guess I would like to check out if there's anything different here. Which it doesn't look like there's any... Coal screen, high temp sorter. Looks like all the machinery is still the same. And we still got the conveyors still the same. They still haven't updated this, that it only works with certain materials, but... yeah, I think with what we've got, it should be fine. Nothing's changed here as far as material or that. I mean, some of the... oh. Well, that's interesting. Nice new... I don't know if this is new wheels or anything. I would never really check those out, but all of this seems to be, except for the odd update for the images in here, I don't see much of a difference on that. So I never really used quests, so I'm not too worried about that. Is there any update to the questing? Doesn't look like it, because I think we're still at maximum, so that's not there. So yeah, I think that's it for what's new. So we just need to get into it. Hopefully that wasn't too long of an intro. It is very dark now. We might have to actually consider using some lights around here soon. But yeah, so last episode I ended up, I set this up to be able to dig this out because I was going to put a sell point in here. Now that we've got a choice of sell points, it's going to be somewhat of an issue, but I already see a minor inconvenience here in that because of the update, some artifacts have appeared. So I'm just gonna move this guy out of the way and then get this out of because it is hanging. Ooh, that seems snappy. Do I need to reset anything? Doesn't look like it. Definitely is going faster. Oh, and it looks like I missed a spot. All right. I know they didn't... I think they said they didn't do a lot to the dozer as far as functionality is concerned. So I don't think I need to worry too much about that. They did play around with mechanics of some of the other things. I think they ended up playing around with pretty much everything else, but I'm not sure. I'll have to figure out what they did and what they didn't do as I go. I may get on my creative world and play around with that and see if that changes, or like see what stuff's changed, and maybe do a separate video on that. Well, that seems to be functioning the same way. Still not much of a difference between the high and low gear with this thing. Alright. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm going to have to open this up a little bit. Just because I don't think that is going to end up being able to reach in. And you know what? I'm going to take this out just in case. Alright. Oh, I need a... I need a truck. Let's get a truck over here. Functionality of this doesn't seem that different. I don't know if they reset some of the controls. Doesn't look like they did any resets of the controls because I still seem to be... The custom controls I set up seem to be working... Seem to be the same as they were before. Oh, well, that's weird. Okay, well, they definitely need to... There is still some issues with the functionality there, because that didn't seem like it was supposed to happen that way. I think I'm gonna have to put down some... Yeah, because that is stone there. I'm gonna have to put down some dynamite. Ooh, the light's been updated. Now it looks like a flashlight instead of like an 18th century light. What's it? RDX. I need some RDX. And then I'm gonna put this down here like this. I can't see if I am putting it down or not. There we go. Oh. Looks like there was some ore there. Well, that's cool. So we'll get some ore out of this as well as getting cleaned up. I'm gonna pull a little bit farther away because this reach seems to be different. But yeah, I'll probably have to go into my creative world and get all the vehicles and check out the differences between them and see what I don't really have any old versus new images, so I can't really do any comparison, but I can take a look at least what they look like now and I guess critique them. Not that I'm gonna be a good judge of what heavy vehicles should be, but I don't know. If you'd like to see something like that, let me know in the comments and I will happily oblige. All right, let's get this here. I don't know if that's enough space or not. Should be. I mean, I think that should be good. I don't know how many spaces I need to be able to accommodate that. There and there, that should be good. Well, let's get rid of the existing sell point that we've got, and I guess randomly decide which company is going to end up being the... or else... does it matter on this? Well, I kind of like to root for the underdog, and they seem... Mitsune and company seem to be the lowest here, so I'm gonna go with them. And see if that makes any difference. I don't know whether it does or not. Let's see. There we go. Let's put that there. Let's see what we've got as far as... Nope, needs to spin around. Well, that seems to be better. It's not resetting as much as it used to. It used to, every time I ended up redoing stuff, it would end up resetting the whole thing, and then... Yeah, I don't like that. And then I'd have to mess around with the settings to make it look good. Okay, now with the new layout, I don't like the idea of it being underground. So I'm going to change things out a little bit. And I'm going to put this above ground, but since I'm going to have to go out and then up to accommodate it, I mean, it's kind of silly now that I've dug everything out and now I'm not going to actually do it, but whatever. It's fine. Just going to pour some concrete over top of it. We'll forget it was even there. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing, but whatever. What can you do? Yeah, now that I have that there, I just don't really like the idea of having it there. Wow, this moves so slowly now. Seems slower than before. Maybe it's just because I haven't used it as much or haven't used it in a while. Okay, so we'll put that there. Oh, that's different. I didn't realize. So before these guys here, because the exit was here, you'd end up exiting the vehicle right here, which was really weird when you had a wall. You actually appear on the vehicle itself. That's better. Although it was kind of fun to teleport through a wall. Okay, so let's get this cleared out. It's not a wasted effort if you learn something. Even if all you learned was don't do that again. I think there's coal over here. I think this is coal. Which means maybe we've got our fuel source. Where is metal analyzer? There we go. Nope, that's gold. Weird. Gold ore. Alright, well, I guess it's not coal. Disappointing, but whatever. Wouldn't mind finding some coal, because that might end up opening up some possibilities as far as power is concerned. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of the materials that have had texture updates, and I like it. I wonder if that's coal over there. Maybe I should extend my facility over to here and then clean up this to get coal so we can power things with coal. Yep, this is coal. Okay. Well, that's also a possibility. But for now, I guess we'll just keep going as we've been going and see where it takes us. All right. All right. Okay, so we'll get that down there. Yeah, definitely need to figure out some lights. Do we have anything new for lights? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Factory power. Everything looks the same. Still wall-mounted lights. Wonder if there's something in decorations that I could do. Is there a light or something in decorations that would help? Not really. No, nothing there. At least I don't see anything. All right, well, lighting will have to be its own thing. How can I assemble some lights? We'll first get some lights. Just gonna get a couple of them for now. Mind you, the funny thing is I could use solar panels to power the lights, which is silly because you'd think that the solar panels would stop working but as far as I know, that they work regardless of what time of day, unless that's changed. I'll have to investigate that. All right, so I guess for the time being, we'll I'm gonna get a few of those. And I'm just gonna make some nice towers. Put some lights on them and see how it goes. Because with the... This just doesn't... It seems very dark. Let's put that there, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I put one right about there, it should be fine. Theoretically. And then where can I put this? I'm gonna have to put down another one over here, I guess. Oh, I didn't put those back in over here. I'm gonna need a few more of those. Power pylon. So I'm gonna have to put one in here. Like that. Because I have to combine the... I have to combine this power into one amount. There we go. And that... I don't know whether that will reach. It will not. Alright, so we're gonna have to... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's gonna end up over here. So let's do it over here. Theoretically, that should work. There. Now I'm gonna have to turn the power on. I need some walkways through here. I shall put that on my list of things to get taken care of. Alright, so turn these on. And yes, this is way more power than I actually need, but it's fine. That should all be powered. Toggle lights. And it took all night to actually set it up, but so by the time we actually need it, it's no longer there. But it's the next night time it will be fine. Okay, so back to what we were doing before I was distracted yet again. Okay, so I need to line this up so that it's like that. I don't think it needs to be that far away, but that is my goal for this. I need to be able to have this come up. Where's your ups? There. So that's coming up there. And that's going like that. That's like that. I need a 4 meter like that into that. And then how, this is 6 meters. Do I have a 6 meter? That is the wrong button. 6 meters. Yes, I do. Okay. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need an 8 meter. Like that. This needs to go up like that. Although what I might do is just not go as deep, maybe. So instead of going really deep and burying it underneath like I was going to do, I'll just put it 1 block below and go from there. And I'm still gonna need to clear things out a little bit, but at least it won't be as much of a cleanup. That is not gonna work, is it? No, because it's being weird. Yep, I'm gonna have to clear this out a little bit more. I don't know if that will end up going low enough yet. Yeah, it's definitely having issues recalculating what's supposed to be dirt and what isn't. Alright, well, I'm just gonna explode some stuff. If all else fails, use dynamite. Alright, let's see if that works. Much better. That truck is gonna have to be closer. That should be good. Need to get this just like that, I think. Oh, I need to change the view as well. There we go. It's definitely a little bit too deep on that cut, but it should be fine. There we go. Because this is actually where I want it to be. Like that. Actually, that outside one I don't actually need to be here. Because this here is the only thing that I need. All of that is just window dressing. Alright. Let's see if I can clean this up with this. Doesn't look like it. Maybe. Let's ease off a little bit there. Kind of go like that. Ease it down and then go backwards. Close enough. I can clean up the rest with the pickaxe, I guess. Whoops. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Is this full? No, it's still got a ways to go. Alright. What have we got here? Is this gonna be enough? Because what I want to be able to do is have this be here. And then... where did the sell point go? There? Alright. That can be like that. Maybe? Yeah, I guess that works. But with that being the case, I actually don't need this to be here. All I need is this to be here like this. I mean, this part here looks a little bit weird, but, I mean... suppose it's fine. And... the rest is just... clean up with the pickaxe, I guess. I gotta wait for autosave. See, what we need is these lights. These lights, like those ones. That'd be cool. Maybe they'll have another decorative pack and include those, because that would be really nice. Alright, so that, since that is done, I just need to do this here like that. Where is... shoots? And that should be it. At least for this part here. Everything else will need to still be taken care of a little bit more. But, and obviously it's going to need some lighting and other stuff. Especially now that it gets dark and light. Yeah, I think that's good. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. At least I did get this in place, so that is nice. And in fact, actually, just before I end the episode, I think I'm going to end up testing out to see whether this actually is going to work, because everything should be set up ready to go. I should just need to hook up power to this, and it should run. Not perfectly, but it will run. Because obviously I don't have anything in place for processing stone, but it's sorting everything correctly, and we'll end up having, at the very least, ores are going to be collecting up into these two spots here, which I think, at least from this perspective, or from an initial perspective, it's working. And I just need to put additional things in place to process it further, because we'll have ores that we can sell. We won't have ingots or anything like that to sell, but at the very least we'll have ores. So let's see if we have any issues. Everything seems to be coming through all right. It's going through the trommels. We've got dirt going through here. Dirt's going into there. Our money is going up. Yeah, see, there's no dirt here, so it's not going to end up affecting any of the prices for this. I don't know whether it fluctuates or not, or whether they just don't track the dirt. But I mean, dirt's going up. Things are being processed. We're getting ores into here. So the only thing that we need to do at this point is we can either have this go into a set of like we can start selling to a specific company if we want, which actually, can we choose? This is main corporation, 30% more expensive than other stores. Oh, so that's the advantage. So like it's 30% more to use Blamazon than it is to use a specific trading company. That's interesting, but it doesn't look like, since we're using an older map, we will not be able to take advantage of any of that besides using ores. So I'm wondering if it, for this map at least, not actually worrying about processing ores further and making even more money. We just dump the stuff that we've got. Is it changing any of the, since we're putting, is this changing this? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it's picking up on all the or the dirt, because I'm not tracking, this isn't tracking dirt. It's not actually recognizing that I've sold anything. Weird. more things to test out. Well, that's at least that working for the time being. We'll end up needing to get into it a lot more and build it out a lot more, but it's going to end up being a lot more digging, and I'm going to end up needing to build a much bigger facility, which is also going to and actually get walls up and make it look nice, but that will definitely be for another episode. If you did like this episode, please like, subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the goings on of the channel, or if you just want to help support me, that is appreciated as well. If you want to support me even further, there is a link to Patreon down in the description. But that will be it for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.